The money Rock makes in Hollywood. Bro, what do you think? That guy's going to go 100% in the ring in the fear of getting hurt and jeopardizing a 10-picture deal for $200 million? No way in the world.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go to the next segment. So there's rumors of Stone Cold Steve Austin returning again at WrestleMania. He's got bit by the bug, as I figured that was going to happen. I mean, Vince Russo and Digger over here, former world champions, and so they understand very much how, especially East. He knows very, very well, just that wrestling bug and how just infectious it becomes with the crowd and just the reaction and things like that. Austin to a Hall of Fame level after being gone 19 years. His previous match was WrestleMania in 2003 against The Rock. I believe that was 19, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. And 19 years later, he has a match against Kevin Owens. It was one and done. It was a Texas deal to promote Texas and to really, get that crowd into the program with the tickets. Because of the excitement, because of going back out there, because of the thrill, he's like, all right, well, I'm okay with WrestleMania 39 coming back. What? I don't care who it is. What? Vince Russo, someone who was super, super instrumental of the popularity and the advent and development of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Your thoughts on Austin possibly coming back again in Hollywood for WrestleMania 39?
Listen, bro, here's what I do. Here's what I do know about Austin. The legacy is very important. He's not going to do anything to tarnish the legacy. Not Steve Austin. He would not be coming back unless he thought he could 1,000% deliver. No doubt about it. So if Austin's saying, I'm coming back, I want to come back, I know he 1,000%. Bro, if it's me, freaking book him against Reigns, bro. I mean, bro, I got to tell you this. Let's be honest, Chris. Everybody's talking about, Rock and Reigns. Okay, bro, you got the family connection. I get it. I get that. Bro, let me tell you something. The money Rock makes in Hollywood. Bro, what do you think? That guy's going to go 100% in the ring in the fear of getting hurt and jeopardizing a 10-picture deal for $200 million? No way in the world. Austin? Absolutely. That would be Austin's number one priority, bro. What he would be 1,000% in. And if you tell the story, last WrestleMania was 19 years ago. He said, this and that. You tell that story. Shoot, bro. I sure as heck wouldn't waste them with Kevin Owens, man.
To your point, Vince, with the Rock thing, that's what happened. The second part of the second match of him and Cena, he tore his guts out. So he was able, he got injured. So, there was some time that he had to miss, because of that. He just wasn't. I mean, he wrestled twice, and then he did the whole Punk thing and stuff like that. But at the same time, like he got injured during that Mania match, and that affected him. Yep. And so he didn't want to do that again, especially since he hasn't wrestled in several years, and risking that injury. So EC3, should we see Austin Reigns at WrestleMania? I'm a little skeptical of that. I'm interested in, as that continues to develop, maybe we can talk through it in the coming months. But just early, just kind of 10,000 thoughts.
Think about this for a second. I'm sorry to interrupt, bro, but just think about this for a second, bro. Yeah. Think about it's Austin Reigns and the bloodline is out there okay, and it's just Austin. Austin never had any pickup, this and that. You turn Sami Zayn then to help Austin. You've made a megastar. That's how you do it, bro.
Interesting.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
Well, Sammy's going to turn. I think that's the way to do it.
Oh my God, that's the rub. I mean, that is the rub. That would be worth it, bro. Okay,
that would be interesting to going along those lines. If you're really trying to make a rub to someone, because right now it's supposed to be Sammy and Reigns for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So that's
when
right.
Is that?
Before
What
Mania.
month is that? Well, right before Mania.
Right before Mania. So it's supposed to be Owens for Rumble, and then right after that is Zayn, and then Owens and Zayn, the tag match against the Usos at Mania. So that's basically what it is now. But I think if you want to use Zayn the way that if you want to really like milk all of this with Zayn because he's getting organically over, I think if you do the Austin thing, that would be a program I think should be after Mania instead of before Mania because you can milk that more. That makes sense. I'm down for that. If you're getting someone to rub, because to me, it's like Reigns is going to win and he's going to be the legend. I'm tired of all these legends coming in and just giving these people to rub. If you use Zayn in there, I'm more open for this discussion.
That's why. Can you imagine if you use Zayn and because of the turn, Austin goes over
and he wins the title?
Wins the title. But hold on for a second, Chris.
Right, I'm here.
Then Austin cuts the promo.
Okay.
That listen, man. After being in the ring with the best, I realize he can't go on anymore.
He's got to do the job and lose it on the way.
I'm
down with him winning.
What I was saying is he relinquishes that belt, and then it's between Reigns and Zayn.
So for as a vacant championship.
Yeah.
That's not actually. I hate relinquishing. That's kind of not bad.
I would be more in favor of Reigns beating Austin at Mania, and then Austin coming to Raw after Mania and stunning Reigns, and then Sammy capitalizes on that and beats Reigns for the championship. I would be more open for that. Yeah.
That'd be a crazy crowd reaction.
Oh, I mean, especially the Raw after Mania. You want to talk about like Ziggler cash-in proportions right there. If Austin, it would be the same as Foley. Like when Austin helped Foley win the championship. If he comes in, stuns Reigns because Reigns beat him at Mania, and that's his comeuppance the night after Mania, and Zayn capitalized on that.
But then,
that's the rub.
But then, Chris, you really don't have Zayn winning the title.
But you didn't have Foley winning the title, though. Sure. It was the same way. Foley didn't win the title. It was the reaction. Austin helped Foley win the title.
Yeah, that's true.
and it blew the roof off the.
That's true.
I think this podcast this week has been one of our most insightful because both of those ideas I think are excellent and super cool. So, like, look at that. And then I don't know, real fast to just touch on a couple things. Rock getting hurt at that WrestleMania. I think there's a growing, because I've done it, and that's trying to peak your body to look a certain way for big shows that leaves you susceptible to injury. How would I know that? Because I've done it too. But like, look how The Rock does the peak training for Black Adam, and his trainer has his workouts on, and we need to look this way for this one day. And then that just goes down to like dieting and water retention and sodium, electrolytes, and then like, holy, you're in an athletic contest going for 20 minutes. You pop things like so. I think Stone Cold, if he came back for this one, I didn't watch last year's, but it was kind of like it's kind of a match, but it's not really a match.
It was more, it was more of a featured attraction type of deal.
Yeah, but I think if he does this one, last year, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Papa Vince, but wasn't Steve notoriously like neurotic about performance?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
He's a big perfectionist, so I bet he was still walking in there super hesitant. He's like, the only way he can justify coming back is like, it's not really a match. You know, I'm just going out there and having fun. It's not really a match.
And that's essentially what happened. He still had his T-shirt on. He had his jorts on. You know, the signature jorts. You know what I mean? Like he had all that on, so he didn't have his gear.
Now that he did it, dude, he's got to come out black trunks, double brace,
the vest, little
boots,
agreed.
Pop that vest on. Like, I think that probably gave him the confidence and possibly the bug. Because let's be honest, the current wrestling product's probably not giving him the bug. But, man, there's nothing like that reaction.
Yeah,
I've never had it in front of 80,000 people, so I can only imagine how gratifying it is and how impossible it is to chase anything else but that once you have it. So.
and bro, let's be honest, guy. You know, the guy made a lot of money throughout his career, but that kind of a payday at his age now, I mean, come on, man, not bad, bro.
In theory, like, if it wasn't for the neck and how bad fusions were at the time and so unproven, thank God. Somebody tried to fuse my neck the other day. I was like, no way. But he had 5 more years at least at a super high level.
Yeah.
You know, I think too, like he broke down so much at the end too, just because he was run ragged, that schedule and how much he worked and all the injuries he went through, like that healed. And I think he can, if they were more conscious, I think, about their scheduling back then, as important as it was to be on the road, all the time, man, if you took care of him, he had 5 more years of being on top.
Yeah, that's a good point. And on the payday, to the point of the payday, the money that WWE is making now is way more than it made 20 years ago. So the paydays are a little more, handy when it comes to that type of.
Not worse than ever. Paydays through the roof. Talent mediocre. Back then, the best ever. Pennies, dollars.
Yep. Oh. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, 2 people who aren't pennies on the dollar, but dollars on the dollar, ladies and gentlemen, they're worth and more. Former WCW World Heavyweight Champion Vince Russo, former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, The Digger, EC3, NWA Talent, EC3, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, I am Dr. Chris Featherstone. You got something to say? You got something to plug? East, any plugs?
Not yet.
All right, cool. Well, how about your website, man? Plug your website.
Join.freec3.com. Yeah, if you want workouts, nutritions like The Rock and Stone Cold would hire me to do. Join.freec3.com. Use the promo code Vince. You get 90% off your first month. What a deal! Nice. $4.
Right. And that's how you look after the first month. That's how you look.
Thursday. Tell you what. Yep, the Liver Kings. The EC3 Liver King collab comes flying into your veins, and you're just geeked and gassed and good to go.
Very nice. Follow me at Chris Prolific on the social medias, and my guy Vince Russo, russosbrand.com, channelattitude.com, where the pros are the pros.
Yes,
bro, my guy. I am Dr. Chris Featherstone. This is the Wrestling Outlaws. Have a good night, everybody. Solo.